This is really dumb. I had a bunch of cash to deposit. I came around the corner in here, right? And the ATM's over here. But to leave the parking lot, there's a 9-foot thing there that says you can't. So the only way I'm thinking I'm gonna go out is probably swing this the whole way out that way. But you guys can see, here is this pile. I don't know, it's not too bad, I guess. The belly is hung low. He had to put straps on it and everything so it wouldn't drag. And I didn't think about raising the fifth wheel, but I'm probably not going to. Did grab a gooseneck. You guys like what I'm picking up next, so I do have to grab the gooseneck hitch. But other than that, this thing is light. He told me it was like 17.5. I was like, yeah, there's no way. See, we cleared it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I just gotta pull out right here. All right, so I want to show you guys this because I know somebody made mention of this in one of the comments. So this here, this is where about the frame is at. Moisture got in here. This is just the belly, so I mean it does get a little close, but the thing is it needs ratchet strapped up, but it is still not like a big deal. It's going to touch a little bit, but there's nothing I can do about it. I could raise the fifth wheel up a little bit, but for the low amount of miles this is going, it's not really worth it. And the fifth wheel is level itself, but from here to here we have, you know, plenty of room. Not like a crazy amount, but enough. It's not going to hurt anything. So it's going to West Findlay, filling up now. This thing, big ass Tahoe, but for what it is, I mean, there's almost no deadhead on this run. Basically where I dropped in Maryland, I was heading up north to get back home, and this just happened to be along the way. So pick this up north, and I gotta head west to Ohio, but this is going that direction, so no deadhead at all to get to Ohio. This is dropping like 50 miles east of where we're picking up at tomorrow. So had to go home and get the gooseneck hitch so we can go pick that trailer up. Also, it clears the generator very nicely as well. So look at that. We got it for like $272 or something, I think it was. $268 right there. So instead of the $310 that it says on there. Not too bad. I'm gonna fill up and that should get us to our drop-off. Woohoo! Another carrier bearing going out. Hell yeah! This whole thing was sitting down out here, so I'm gonna check the T-case fluid and replace this, and yeah. So, should take me about 20 minutes. Super early anyway, so I'm gonna go grab my other carrier bearing, drop the shaft. This will be fun. So I went to change the carrier bearing, which is bad again, obviously, because it goes bad every how long. So I went to do that, and another one of the drive shaft bolts stripped, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I threw everything back together, which is basically just the 2 bolts, put them back in, and put the bearing back in the housing. I'm like, what can I do to keep this bearing in the housing, right? So I'm like, well, what I do with my AC compressor, I'm like, yeah, let's break out the ratchet straps. I have one of them short 2-inch straps for like cars and shit. So I took one of them and wrapped it around it oh so nicely so that it wouldn't touch the drive shaft or any parts that are spinning, but it would pull the rubber and the bearing portion of it, the outer bearing, into the housing and keep it there. I folded it through and everything, and then I strapped it over to the frame where, you know, it's not gonna give me an issue. I just drove a half an hour like that, and it's perfectly fine. It's still sitting in the same spot. I am going to go, once I drop this trailer off, I'm headed to Ohio, but I can't pick up till tomorrow, and I have so much extra time. So I will probably stop at an auto parts store, and then I gotta pick up in Ohio tomorrow I think it's a 30-foot aluminum gooseneck trailer, flatbed. Other than that, then we're headed to California with it. It's gonna be another good week. I love pulling flatbed trailers just because of the fact that there is absolutely no drag on the truck. It's just a flatbed trailer. You get good mileage, and it's completely cross-country, which is awesome. This GPS got me going on these back roads. Got about 16 minutes to go, and yeah, I mean, they're pretty tight. They're pretty squirrely. You know, we're doing all right. We haven't hit the bedsides yet with the frame of the camper back there. But we only go over the line sometimes. The truck is wider than the camper. So, not doing too bad. House wash. Nice. Damn. No lines. I love these back roads. It's not too bad. We're cruising along, not too bad. Look at that. Next 2.5 miles, squiggly lines. We're on this for another 2 miles, so keep on trucking. Hopefully don't hit anything on the way in. It says this road's got a weight limit of 20,000 pounds. I think I'm just at that, maybe a little lower. I don't know. If the trailer's 10 or 11, I'd be like just under it, so it doesn't feel that heavy at all. I feel like Swift because like you can go over on either side and you gotta like swing it a little wide so you don't, like on my side, so you don't go over. In some cases, like down there is bad, but it's also on my side as well. So I feel like I don't belong on this road, but whatever. Like I know the camera doesn't do any justice, but look at that. Like, go down over that, you just gotta swing her a little wide. Well, we really gotta be careful now. Look at that. We got, I think this is like a 3-mile road, so just gotta be careful. Oh boy, I feel like Swift today. Hopefully we'll be all right. Damn. That's a steep drop off. I know you really can't tell from the camera, but that goes down a good bit. Just took a 90-degree turn on the GPS. Now we're gonna do another one up here. Damn, didn't think I'd be off-roading today. Man, fun. Sometimes you just gotta wonder. I had to cross a 5-ton bridge and a 3-ton bridge. He's like, they have water tankers go across these bridges all the time. It's like, yeah, but I didn't want to do that. Oh well, we did it. I'm not happy about it, but that was the only way to get this thing dropped off at his place. So, this run, good God. But we don't have deadhead, so I'm good with that. But, oof. Alright. 10 hours later. Long way? Yeah, long way. We'll take one more. Oops. Come on. Alright, so we had a big yard to go through. You guys can see. We did have to lift the fifth wheel plate up a little bit because we were hitting the bed sides once you can see like how steep this is. So did end up, I'll have to show you the carrier bearing at some point. Apparently the only way to get over here was to drive that 3-ton bridge. There was no other way in. And the only reason they put 3 tons on it was because guys were driving like water trucks across them and they're heavy. So they put 3 tons on it, and obviously I was like 10 tons. So, but it helped fine. I didn't like it, but he said there was no other way to get it in here. So it is what it is. Let's get to our next stop. I'm gonna stop and talk to you then, show you the drive shaft and everything. I'm gonna need to go to a auto parts store and get some bolts. So this will be fun. Look at this crap. This is what I had to come down earlier. Ooh. Rough road. So your boy went grocery shopping, so that's done. Got a bunch of sandwiches and snacks and all the bullshit. But that's not why I started filming. I'm really happy about this load that's going west, because I'm on 70 west right now and it is windier than shit. So the problem is, if I go and take another camper, I'm gonna get poor fuel economy. But it's a flatbed. So I'm not gonna be fighting the wind near as much, and I'm gonna look official for, I don't know, a couple thousand miles. It's gonna look good because, I mean, it's gonna make me look like a hotshot, even though that's not the whole point. But I don't know, I'm really happy about it because it's a lightweight, flatbed gooseneck trailer. Gonna get good fuel economy, and it's gonna be a good run. And then hopefully we secure this contract with a company out west so that I can bring stuff back east. But other than that, I don't know, I guess we'll see about that. But a lot of people have been asking about Indiana for some reason. I just wanted to make mention that we don't do any trailers out of Indiana at all. So I did want to make mention of that. Indiana is, I mean, Indiana could not exist, and I would be unaffected by it. So I do want to put that out there. When I was running beforehand, I never did any runs out of Indiana either. So I know that's where all the manufacturers are at, but we don't do anything out of Indiana. All right, so like I said, went grocery shopping, got a bunch of crap. Pretty much organized for the whole ordeal. Got a fridge, Coleman, all that stuff in it. I might, tell me if this is a bad idea. This is only supposed to stay 40 degrees colder than what it is outside. So knowing like hot days, it's probably a bad idea, but I want to put this in the bed in the back corner, like on the opposite side of the generator. Tell me if that's a bad idea or not, because I kind of want to. This takes up a lot of space. If I leave it in the cab, I will obviously level this out, make like a frame for it and everything. If I don't put it in the bed, and then I need to find a way to fit a mini microwave back here. Found a 700 watt one that's like half the size of a regular one, which I only ever heat up chicken nuggets anyway, so it's like what matters. But I would like to be able to do that. So looks like it's putting out a lot of heat. It's cold in there, so. But yeah, let me know, is it a bad idea to put that in the bed and make some sort of contraption with it, or should I just leave it in here and make a frame for it? Because if not, that takes up a lot of stuff too. This is probably where I'm gonna end this video off. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna start filming for the next video for you guys. So safe travels, guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Peace out.